Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. I hope your weekend is off to a fabulous start. I have my assistant Alf in my lap here, and we are bringing you the usual weekly home fragrance roundup. So let's talk wax, candles, wax melts, all of the fun things. So I actually, this was kind of an interesting week for like candles and wax melts because there was like a good chunk of the week where I wasn't, like several days actually, where I really wasn't like very focused on home fragrance. I have been kind of focusing on doing like some heavy duty cleaning projects around the house that I've been putting off forever, like washing windows and mopping all the floors. Ugh. I do like super deep cleans of the house, usually once a season. I did a pretty deep clean right before I set everything up for the holidays, but I kind of feel like it got really dusty in here over Christmas. So I'm just having to like take everything down and like wash things, and it's just a lot of freaking work, but it's fine. But as a result of that, I haven't really been quite as focused on home fragrance as I normally am. Now I do still have some things because there's some candles that I was trying to like get to so that I could have a sort of like at least one cumulative review for you tomorrow on some Homeworx candles that I've been trying to get around to reviewing for a while. So yeah, but anyway, if you have any questions about anything over the course of this video, where to buy things, if I'm referencing like candle crocks, candle lamps, if you don't know what those things are, check out the description box. I have some video links down there explaining those concepts, and then also links for where to shop any of the stuff I'm showing here, and then I'll put some sale information down there for the weekend as well. So all right, where do we start? You know what? Let's start with wax melts because we normally save wax melts for last. So I'm just gonna jump around today. Okay, so I did try to make a little bit of an effort to warm through at least some of my Scentsy Bring Back My Bars. I have been focusing quite a bit on the Candleberry wax melts, especially in January, which, by the way, okay, so I was gonna wait until probably at least March, like middle end of March, to place my order at Candleberry for like the big cookie jar. But I could not help myself. I wanted to order, okay, so I wanted to order a few more like wax melts as well to try out some more of their scents. This time around, I opted for some more like fruity, lighter, like spring, summer type scents. And then I thought, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna order the Vanilla Crumb cookie jar. It's on its way. Now, these are, I guess, a custom pour for them, so there's like some extra processing time because I think they are all made to order. So I anticipate a little bit of a delay in actually getting that, but as soon as I get that, I'm gonna do an unboxing video, and I'm gonna wait to do it on camera. I just have a feeling when I see this thing that it's gonna be like this magical moment. It better be, for the price that I paid for it. It better be a magical moment. And it better smell like $1 million. So, but anyway, yeah. But I needed to get around to some of these Scentsy bars because obviously Bring Back My Bar from Scentsy was extended into February while supplies last. So if there are some things that you still wanted to put in your club and you haven't gotten around to it, it turns out you can still do that. But if the bar or the fragrance sells out before the end of the month, you can't add it in. So by the way, I did upload a what's in my Scentsy club video at some point this past week, so if you missed that, I will link it down below. I know some people really like those types of videos, so I'm just kind of updating you guys on what I currently have in my club, which actually contains several things from this current Bring Back My Bar. So let's go through. Hazelnut latte. All right, so I actually have like 2.5 hazelnut lattes here. So this one I still have a couple cubes left here, but those can now go into the empties. Oh, you guys, I love this hazelnut latte. This is so delicious. It's not a super predominant like coffee note kind of scent. It really does have quite a bit of creaminess to it, and it has that lovely like hazelnut nuttiness. To me, it smells like a hazelnut latte. And when I was in my teens and early 20s, my favorite latte flavor to get was always the hazelnut latte. I haven't had one in years. I should maybe stop by Starbucks and like pick one up. But yeah, there's just something about this. I think I have some positive scent memory associated with hazelnut lattes, so that might be one of the reasons why this appeals to me so much. But it just smells really authentic and warm and cozy. It's a great scent to pop in your warmers in the morning. It's just a great way to wake up. Like, it's yummy, it's gourmand, it has like some coffee notes in it, but it's not a super strong coffee scent. In fact, what I did today is I took a bar of my Perk Me Up. Now this one is just a straight up like coffee scent. There's not much in the way of creaminess with this one. It is a really lovely balanced coffee fragrance. It's not too bitter. I find that a lot of like coffee fragrances, when it comes to home fragrance at least, come across as somewhat bitter a lot of times to me. This is really well done. It smells like you're sticking your nose into like a can of, I don't know, like Folgers, you know, not like a super high-end expensive coffee, but like that really warm, comforting, like coffee smell that most of us grew up with, right? I mean, my parents used Folgers. It was fine. Got me to high school every morning. I would always finish up the pot of coffee after they left for work. And my mom finally was like, "Are you drinking coffee?" I started doing that when I was like 13. I've been drinking coffee for pretty much like almost my entire life. But anyway, these two together are delicious. The hazelnut latte just adds that bit of like creaminess to the Perk Me Up, and it really does give you a much more like true like coffee shop latte kind of experience. If you have not ever put these two together, you really should. So I love that. I'm almost tempted to put Perk Me Up into my club, but I think what I might do is just purchase like a 6-pack or 2 of just this, because I feel like that would probably be enough for me. And there's enough companies that put out coffee scents to where I think that I could find something else to pair with the hazelnut latte, which I now have in my club. So another thing that I did this week was warm cinnamon buttercream, just like throughout some of the warmers of the downstairs. And this one by itself I think is just so delicious. It's like the vanilla bean buttercream with just a dash of like a really nice gourmand Ceylon cinnamon. This is nothing special. This is nothing that most people are wowed by, but I just think it's cozy, it's simple, and if you just want a welcoming smell in your house, something like this would be perfect. Like, this would be the type of scent that I would have going like if we were like to sell our house. Like, I would put something like this in my warmers just because it seems very inviting, but not like it's not a smack you in the face like fragrance experience at all. It just smells your house, makes your house smell warm, inviting, and like it's a yummy place to be. So okay, I had to warm green tea smoothie because Lisa and I actually disagree about this one. I don't think Lisa likes this one at all. She was telling me that she gets, I think, like a vomit note from this. I don't. I think this smells so good. I love this. Not enough to put it in my club, but I would absolutely like pick up more bars of this. It does have a really nice green tea note. It's almost like a like it's green tea in a very like amplified sweet sense. Like this particular green tea comes across as quite sweet to my nose. And it is supposed to be a green tea smoothie, so that would make sense because a lot of times smoothies are a little bit sweeter. But yeah, it's just a really nice creamy green tea, like a really sweet creamy green tea. I really like this. I don't smell vomit at all, but that being said, I'm a big fan of this and I would totally get more. So, sorry Lisa, we disagree. And then I decided to change out my pods. I have one pod wall plug-in thing over by our screen door, and I did have the Starburst Sky in there, which I can barely smell this. This one was really nice. It's like a candied fruity kind of scent. It's nice. I really like the Pink Sunshine as well. So Pink Sunshine is what I switched it out for. I can barely smell. I think this one is kind of a fruity, like a fruity one as well, like a fruity floral. So, but anyway, I never really got into like these like pod plug-in things. I think I prefer like just the wall plug-ins that you put the wax melts into, but this is one that I can have down low. Obviously I have dogs, so that you cannot put anything at dog level. They're super curious. Luckily they're short, but if I were to put any of those like wax plug-in ones down low, they would just be very curious about it. So I don't need my dogs dipping their snouts into wax. They're not the brightest, so anyway, yeah, but I don't feel like I need a ton of those. It's kind of nice to have one by the back door because like we often come in and out that way, so it's you kind of like greeted by some fragrance when you come in, which is nice. All right, let's go to candles next. Whew, all right, so it's hard for me to like open these because I think that I only have 2 left after opening this. This is a Henry Bendel candle, which are now discontinued, but are they coming back? I feel like at some point last year, someone was saying that Henry Bendel candles were available for purchase somewhere. If you know anything about this, will you refresh my memory? Because I cannot remember where I read this or, yeah. But I feel like that was a thing. Please contribute to the conversation down below. But this is my Henry Bendel Vanilla Bean. And like I said, I have 2 left after this. This is one of my favorite vanillas ever. It's a very kind of sophisticated, romantic, warm, sweet vanilla. It's kind of in the same vein. I would put it in the same class, I guess, as maybe Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works. They're not like necessarily the same fragrance, but that same type of vanilla vibe where it's sweet and vanilla, but it also has like a muskiness to it, like just a warmth and again, coziness. This is a great winter transition scent for me. I think it's a great scent year round, but this is the type of fragrance that I can burn after the holidays and really enjoy, and it feels appropriate for this time of year where it's still cold out. For me, I kind of tend to also like make the switch to fruity scents right away. And this is one that surprisingly goes well with a lot of the different candles that I have going any given time, whether it's a floral, whether it's a fruity scent. It just seems to do well with a lot of different fragrances. By the way, right now, burning on that table behind me, that's the only candle that I have lit in the house right now. It is a Bath & Body Works. It's the original berry waffle cone in that purple ribbed glass, that textured glass. Love the very first rendition of that particular fragrance. Bath & Body Works has come out with it multiple times since, but I still feel like the original was the best version of it. Definitely the best burning for me. So anyway, I think I still have 5 of the original ones left. When that one was released, I think I bought like I'm not kidding you, I think I bought 30. I had so many of that damn berry waffle cone. It was ridiculous. I'm finally near the end of that stash, so that makes me feel good. But I will be sad once those are all done because like I said, I think there's something very special about that first rendition of it. By the way, I think I need to get to Bath & Body Works. Now, this weekend, I think they're doing a $16.95 sale, which I am not biting at. I'm a little mad at myself because the other day they had a $13.95 candle sale, and I did have a 20% off coupon. And there are a few spring scents that I'm interested in, and I thought, oh, like, it'll probably go to like $12.95 soon, but I don't know. I feel like $12.95 is a pretty rare sale at this point, so at any rate, the next time there is a $13.95 sale, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some Bath & Body Works candles. They've got some new scents out that I'm really interested in, so if you have any recommendations for like fruity, gourmand type scents that you think I should try, leave it down below. Is it Radiant Sky? The one with the really pretty like rainbow packaging. I definitely want to try that. That looks amazing. Indigo, I think it's called Indigo. There's like a collection with like this boho type label. I don't know what it's called. I'm not paying that close attention, but that's one that I kind of want to try. But yeah, leave your Bath & Body Works suggestions down below, and as soon as the next sale pops up, I gotta go pick up some Bath & Body Works stuff. It's been a while. All right, let's talk more candles. All right, so this is Pink Geranium from Homeworx. I've been burning this a few times this week. I've already reviewed this candle once, and also this week I burned and finished the Amalfi Coast. This one burned fine. I need to burn the salted caramel gelato at least a few times, and then I want to do like a trio style review because I've actually already reviewed all three of these fragrances. So I wanted to give you guys a just like an updated type of review on how these are performing, because I feel like these are now considered like new spring scents. I would refer to these as spring scents, but I have noticed a bit of an improvement in terms of strength and throw. It's not drastic. It is not drastic at all, but I have noticed slightly better strength and throw, but I want to kind of like address all of that stuff in that like compilation video. So I hope to have that out for you at some point this next week. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of Homeworx burning this week, you guys, because I'm trying to whittle through a lot of my backup candles from Homeworx. I've tried really hard to not place any orders from either QVC or Homeworx.Shop for the first couple of months of the year here, just so I can like put a bigger dent into what I already have. Now, I do know I am expecting a small PR package from Homeworx for some new things that are coming out, so I'll be able to share that with you when that comes in. But other than like the PR package that I'm getting, I'm still gonna try to hold off from picking up anything from Homeworx for at least another month or two, because I'm doing pretty good with getting through stuff. So I know that that probably seems strange to some people, but there are times where I just get really overwhelmed with like different collections in my house. And the last time that I went through and looked at all of my Homeworx candles, I just got to a point where I was like, ugh, I kind of let this get out of control and I need to rein it back in. I'm not buying Homeworx candles. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying for right now, I need to like get through a little bit of what I have. But that means that I'm also missing out on buying some new stuff to review for you guys, but I promise to pick that up soon. All right. I finished this week the Homeworx in support of Next for Autism chocolate chip banana pancakes. All right, you guys, I was gonna formally review this one, but I think I'm just gonna do a quick review here. Here's the thing, I love the scent. I think this smells like a really delicious chocolate banana pancakes. Like you really get that nice gourmand pancake note. You smell that little bit of chocolate. The chocolate isn't overwhelming. I thought it would probably be the more predominant note, because when Harry does chocolate, I feel like it's quite intense. It really just smells like a sprinkling of chocolate chips in here. And I definitely pick up some banana as well. It's a really delicious scent. That being said, the strength and throw of this one was really tough, you guys. Most of what I was finding in terms of experience last year in terms of strength and throw was right around like 5, 6. In a few cases, like I was up to a 7 in terms of strength and throw. But this one here was more of like a 4 in terms of strength and not much better in terms of throw. I would maybe give it a 5. I definitely smelled it, you know, throughout a decent part of like the area where I was burning it. But this was not a powerhouse by any stretch of the imagination. So I was kind of bummed about it because I really like the scent a lot, but it didn't give me much in terms of output of fragrance, which is a bummer because I know that this one was obviously a fundraiser for something that is very near and dear to Harry's heart. So I hope the scent stays in the catalog and that he thinks about putting it out again, but with maybe tweaking the concentration of the fragrance oils that was put in here. This is the type of scent that I want like a lot more out of because it's yummy, you know? Like if I want my house to smell like a banana chocolate chip pancake, then I really want that, like, in a very substantial way, if that makes sense. I want a stinky candle. I want it to smell strong, stink up my whole house. Stink in a good way, not a bad way. All right, I did burn coconut cake, I think like once or twice this week, did not put a significant dent in it. So honestly, I'm kind of getting over the caramel note in here, and I'm kind of struggling through it. I might have like 1 or 2 more coconut cake candles left. I think I might put those in my gift pile for my girlfriends, because there's been a couple of friends that have come over that have really liked that particular scent. So I think I might set my other 2 aside for those people. It's a really great scent from Harry, but he tends to put caramel into a lot of different fragrances. Sometimes it's palatable to me, and sometimes it comes across as too cloying. I used to really love this scent a lot, but I found in recent years that my fragrance tastes are changing significantly in some ways. And with this particular one, I loved it like a month ago when I brought it out, burned it kind of on and off here and there. And the more I was burning it, the more I was like, I don't know that I love this as much as I used to. I just started noticing the caramel more and more. So yeah, it's a fun thing about getting old. Like I feel like my nose has really changed a lot. That's fun. Any other ladies out there experience that? I feel like it might be related to like hormonal changes. I know all the men out there are super excited about this talk right now, but I really do think that has something to do with it. Anyway, let's keep going with the Homeworx candles that I was plowing through this week. So this one here is Sunset Waves. This is another trio of candles that I want to do kind of like a grouping of reviews on, like in one video versus 3 separate. Because I'm pretty sure I've reviewed, I'm not sure about Sea Glass. Maybe I have. I feel like it kind of smells familiar, but also not. Anyway, I don't love this 3-wick format, and I'm starting to see this more and more from Homeworx. I'm really hoping that this is not the future of the brand in terms of like what the majority of their candles will be in terms of format. So I am pretty loyal and favor the 4-wick format, these 18-ounce candles. Yeah, I don't love seeing more of these. And that's my fear, is that Homeworx is kind of scaling back, like to doing more 3-wicks than anything else. Sunset Waves, by the way, is a great scent. This is very similar to Capri Blue Volcano, so if you like that scent, you would really like this. One thing I will say about this, the Sunset Waves, the Poolside Splash, and the Sea Glass, is that despite the fact that they are 3 wicks, I actually find them to be just as strong as the 4-wick format, which is kind of interesting. Because you would really think with, you know, less surface area here that there would be a significant difference in terms of strength and throw. But I'm finding that these are performing just as well as currently what I have in my 4-wick collection. So, I mean, I guess you could say that that's like a good thing about these, but I just think that the 4 wicks are a better value overall. I do notice that these, you burn through them quite quicker. I mean, it's only 14 ounces of wax, is that right? 14 ounces versus 18. So yeah, you're gonna burn through these faster, and yeah. Anyway, just something that I have an opinion on. I really would rather see more of the 4 wicks coming out than the 3 wicks, but that is what it is. All right, do I have anything happening in my candle crocks? So last week I told you that I was gonna go through and pull together or pull out a bunch of candles to put into my candle crocks. I did go ahead and pull some things out to plop into the crocks, and then I never ended up putting anything in. The one candle that I did end up putting in my crock, because it was near the very end of its life, was the Candleberry Vanilla Crumb Cake candle, just the small guy that I reviewed. And I'm loving it in the crock. It is just, it's a great scent, and I'm so excited to get I'm so excited to get that cookie jar. I cannot wait to see like how that burns. I am very hopeful that the burn is very clean, because I noticed a very clean burn on the vanilla crumb cake, at least the small jar that I had. So fingers crossed. And I think that's, I didn't use my lamp this week at all. And you'll notice that I didn't bring the LAFCO Hazelnut Torrone out here. I actually didn't burn that at all this week because I didn't feel like busting out the tin foil. So that one is just, it's hanging out in the entryway right now, unlit, looking gorgeous. But yeah, I didn't feel like covering it with tin foil this week, so I just didn't light it. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you were burning and melting in the comments down below. Alf and I are gonna go and have a bite to eat, and then yeah, film a review of something. So anyway, you guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.